What's up, guys? It's your boy Viper Sport Forward back in the building with another live stream, another 90 plus as per usual. The boys secured the fat dub today. We went over to Spain and we showed them the sauce. A little SNS there. Sevilla nil. Oh, another S as well. Sevilla. Sevilla nil. Chelsea 4. We cooked up the hype, but it wasn't the whole team. It was one man, one beautiful man in specifically, Olivier Giroud. Boys. How'd you find the game? Noah, I'll let you take over.
It was building up to the game. It was a chance to top the group and a chance to potentially, top the group. So obviously there was hype surrounding this game. Sevilla aren't a bad team. They're no pushover. They showed us that in the first game. I mean, the first game was kind of defensive on both sides. It ended 0-0, so no goals were scored. But I think we all hopefully wanted the game to be a lot more open. But nobody predicted 4. Like, I was actually surprised at how Sevilla sort of like rolled over and died, essentially, because they are a very good team, managed by a very good coach who have done very well in the past few years. So I was kind of surprised, but like you said, the one man whose future has been up in doubt recently, who I think we should never let him go. We should cage him in a box at Cobham and never let him leave, Olivier Giroud. What a man.
As you do this, by the way, guys, if you're looking at me doing something weird, I realized I didn't put my other webcam in, and I look very blurry on the actual stream, so I'm putting that in while Noah talks. Go ahead.
Yeah, but it was a madness from Giroud, man. The perfect hat-trick, and to top it off, an emphatic penalty. And we been knew that Olivier Giroud is a quality striker, and he showed it tonight, albeit against a Sevilla side, like I said, that rolled over and died, but he was absolutely amazing, and it's a case for him to start these games, because if you look at it, he is on paper, more of a complete striker than what Tammy Abraham is, but Tammy's been playing fairly well recently, so it's a tough headache for Frank, but it's a nice headache to have.
Pav?
First of all, Arsenal fans, I know that you guys are having a couple problems when it comes to goal scoring. How does it feel? I just want to get the feel around the room. But in terms of this game, it was just kind of like all of our other games, really. The opposition just kind of controlled the ball. We hit them on the counterattack and we score. That's how it works. In terms of my best performance, first of all, I like the lineup. The lineup was good. The only issue that I had with it was Rudiger. I get the feeling that he's playing more so to put him into the shop window. Otherwise, I think we'd see Tomori slot into that position, especially alongside Andreas Christensen. I think they'd be able to complement each other quite well. Jorginho was good. Kovacic was fantastic, in my opinion. He was just a train through that Sevilla midfield. Yeah, pretty much. He was like a road runner in that midfield.
All the time, man.
Fantastic. Absolutely. He was just a bolt of lightning. Christian Pulisic, there was a lot of talk of him being poor in the first half. I don't really know if he was poor, but he was fine. He was fine.
Yeah,
hey, listen, it's him getting the opportunity again. You know, the guys. I think people forget when even like Ziyech, when he came back from injury. I remember you saying like you went on his ass about it, but you're like, I expected more from Ziyech.
Yeah,
like, it's
give him some time.
Give him some time.
We saw the games afterwards.
Exactly, and Pulisic is the prime example of that. I mean, you know, he's coming back from a second injury in the space of months. You know, so you got to give the guy time. And just time to adapt, really.
Yeah, pretty much.
I want one fire question straight away. The first 4 minutes, I'm firing the question in. Right, no mercy. If Timo Werner started today, would the scoreline be 0-0?
No,
I don't think it would be 0-0 because, like I said, obviously we created a lot of chances, and I think even if it was Timo Werner on the pitch, we'd have created a lot more. And I think he would have also gotten on the score sheet. But again, like that TikTok trend sound that's currently trending, whatever, I guess we'll never know. It's the number one champion.
We know. No, but we know.
Yeah.
We know. Have you not seen the other song where it's like, guess we'll never know? We know.
We know.
Yeah.
We know.
No, but
Uh, go on.
my thing with Timo Werner is, and if you guys want to go back, I did a collaboration with the 90th minute when around the time when Timo Werner got signed, and I compared him quite a bit with Lewandowski in the sense that I thought that he was a bit of a flat track bully at Red Bull Leipzig. I thought similar to Robert Lewandowski. Lewandowski requires a lot of chances to score. He scores a lot of goals, but he misses a lot of chances. And that's very similar to Timo Werner. The difference is the way Bayern play versus how we play. Again, I firmly believe that we're a counterattacking team. Bayern are not that. So
you say by the way, sorry to cut you off. You say a counter-attacking team, right? That second goal where he chipped it over the keeper, that play in the middle of the park. Oh my
great.
God.
That was fantastic.
I almost let's not go there. Let's not even. Yeah, let's not go there. But what I was going to say was, all these days I've been saying I don't like the way we play at the back. I don't like the way we just go backwards all the time. For once, we saw the actual capabilities of the players of playing it around the middle of the park. Adam's just cracked me up with this comment, and Noah will know what I'm on about. I don't think Pav. Where is it gone?
Listen, I can't complain about Chelsea. Bolton are going into what's it called, like financial turmoil or something. I can't say anything. So
okay,
at least according to him. But yeah, obviously, like it's a lot. I feel like Frank kind of not really understands, but I feel like he's tweaked it to the point where, again, like making us a counter-attacking team, we can be solid defensively because Zuma, Chilwell, Thiago Silva, and Reece James and Edouard Mendy are also solid. We can just rely on them.
Yeah.
You know, having Golo Kante or Jorginho in front of that defense. And then when we get the ball back, you know, the team's more opened up. It's much easier to break a team down. Yeah. So that's why I think that counterattacking style is what we went with this season. Listen, do I find it the most entertaining? No, not really. But I think that's a bigger problem outside of just Chelsea. I feel like football on its own is just kind of in a down period right now. But listen, we won 4-0. What the fuck am I going to complain about?
Pav, you're the only guy I know that actually is very critical when we win. When we lose, you're happy. But
when I lose, you laugh because what the fuck else am I supposed to do? You know?
I gotta say,
especially these last couple of years.
You talk about counter-attacking football again. I want to bring up, like I said, that little movement before the second goal, the Tottenham game. Of course, Tottenham sat back, but that game, I was impressed off the cuff. I was like, all right, we're knocking it about way better than what we were in the beginning of the season. Frank's found that flow of Frankie football that we've been waiting for, and it seems like it's developing. Now, I actually wouldn't label us a counter-attacking team, to be honest. Not the way we played against Spurs and not the way we played tonight. Tonight, there was obviously cases where we did counter-attack, but I would say there was more build-up play towards it. And you saw that even when we didn't score goals, all the opportunities that were made, I felt like there was more build-up and more just impressive play from Chelsea before the goals.
Everything's a bit more in sync, I find, with this lineup. That's the right word. Yeah. I find that with the sort of starting lineup, we can't really say that there's a definitive starting lineup because, I mean, would you say that there's a definitive starting lineup for Chelsea?
There is kind of.
I mean, the back five.
Back five for sure. That's solidified.
The back five picks itself. It's who plays in front of them.
Yeah. On paper, I wouldn't say there is because of the depth of the squad, and it was interesting because I couldn't tell like what was going through Frank's head because usually for a big game we know the type of squad he picks. You know. Mason Mount is always involved in that squad. Now, today was actually a huge game. If anyone hasn't clocked on already, Chelsea, regardless of the last game scores, will advance as the group winners, which is obviously huge. You don't want to face Bayern again in the last 16. You don't want to face a big team, regardless of if you're going to win it or not. You want to go further in the whole competition. But so I thought he would pick the casual Premier League team we always go for. Saying that, has he just got more confidence and depth and he's using the players he already knows and not treating them as backup players, you know? Although, again, going back, twisting that on its head, the defense seemed like a bit of a backup in terms of Rudiger and Thingy playing today. So I couldn't really tell where his head was at.
It's the best. It's the best squad depth in the league, though. You got to
Yeah,
realize
that's
that.
literally what I was about to say.
Over Muncie?
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the quality of players that we have, like on paper, okay, granted the players that we saw play today have had their own individual mistakes. You look at Emerson's not been consistent. Tony Rudiger last season was just meh. Christensen, great player, one game. Next, he gives away. He rugby tackles Sadio Mane. So,
But
like,
you know where Thingy put out a really interesting tweet. Lewis.
Yeah.
Lewis on TV,
Jeffrey
Lewis.
Lewis.
I saw that one about Christensen, and I kind of have to agree. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't see it. What was it?
He said apart from the red card and one of the goals he gave away, he really hasn't put a foot wrong this season.
100. Christensen's always been that guy. Christensen's just been like, he's the thing about Christensen that I really like is you don't really see him like on the ball doing anything risky or dodgy. Like he's always that guy. He's just calm and composure is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
He's very composed, but sometimes he does lose his head. But like it's very rare. So apart from those two mistakes, he hasn't really put a foot wrong.
I think we're going to get into Adam's question just to move on from that, because I know we're all very confident and we're going to say a few more things. A few people going to Mark Goldbridge's stream after Man United were defeated. Hey, for once, I don't blame you. Last week, what was it? The watch along? We had a bit of an intense one, didn't we? No, we had a bit of an intense watch along.
Jeez Louise.
We'll
I wasn't there for that. I was too busy. I was too busy celebrating.
gosh.
I was too busy celebrating my birthday with the midterm. Whoever decided that.
It was Pop's birthday, by the way, everyone. So can everyone in the chat, 62 people here, I want every single person to type happy birthday or happy belated birthday to Pav, and I will put it on the screen because Pav is on. Yeah,
Here's the thing as well. I just snapped another guy who was the same birthday boy, pretty much on the same day, Nico Machado as well. So shout out to him. If anybody knows
Nico. Yeah, that's true. You guys are twins, isn't it?
I know.
Yeah,
I remember.
No, read the comment.
Mark Goldbridge has refused.
No idea who either of those people are.
If Pav was there.
So basically,
if Pav was there,
we were doing a watch along, and you know what? Watch alongs are long and strenuous, right? So you want some nice comments in the comment section. My man was coming at me saying, "Oh, Thogden, who's got like 400,000 subscribers, and by the way, seems like a quality lad." Hold on, the happy birthday messages are coming in. Seems like a quality lad. Yeah, they were like, you this and that. Thogden has more viewers than you. Ha 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 ha. Like, just rub it. I was like, what's this negative energy?
It's just out of pocket. Like, why?
Yeah, like,
unless you were like throwing shots at him or something. But
I mean, number one, and this is no disrespect to Fuad, but it's not even. It's facts. Thogden has more subscribers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have.
So of course he'd have more.
It
makes
like
no sense.
It's like somebody coming up to me, like in public or something, saying, "Jeff Bezos has more money than you." Haha, get fucked. It's like, I know.
And what?
Okay.
But honestly, Fuad was on smoke with that guy.
I was getting bored by Chelsea versus Tottenham, so I just lost my shit a little bit.
It was. Oh gosh, that
what are
kid.
you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I don't want to go off subject, and this is kind of like a quick ad, but here we go. Noah and Pav, do you think Fuad could knock out Adam Stanley?
I heard he's a pussy. So
No.
I mean, obviously, I'm gonna back my boy in it. I'm gonna back my boy.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Listen, worst comes to worst, we'll show up with baseball bats. Okay, it's all right.
That's all we do.
In it, bro. If me and my gang pull up.
Yeah, that's all it's gonna be, and we're all gonna be wearing like,
y'all listen. Y'all have seen me with the big overcoat. I'll just show up with that.
We'll all show up with
the bandana,
TikTok jumpers, just to represent the gang.
In it, TikTok jumpers, bro.
Okay. In that case, you're definitely getting knocked out then, because there's no way anybody can look
harder
than that.
I mean,
yeah, I was gonna say I don't want to loom on that, but if you guys haven't checked my last upload, go check that out. Let's talk about football, scene as though this is 90 plus and we're drifting off. This question popped up a few times. This is a question for you and the lads. What do you guys think Chelsea's chances of winning the UCL? Now, hold on. This isn't a crazy question, because the last time we won 4 Champions League games in a row,
we won the whole thing.
We won the whole
thing. It was
thing.
4, yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
was it something like that? So the stat was. Did we win 4? Have we won 4 in a row? Yeah, we have, haven't we?
We
No,
have
wait.
one.
Sevilla was a draw, right?
Sevilla.
Twice against Rennes, once
Rennes.
against Sevilla, once against
yeah,
Krasnodar.
Krasnodar. Yeah, 4. Yeah.
So
4.
the last time,
Since
the
Sevilla.
last time, Adam, stop it with the comments, bro. You're killing me. The last time we, won 4 games in a row, we won it in 2012. Although circumstances were a bit different because the last 4 games in the 2012 one was obviously from the Napoli game onwards. This is the group stage.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? What do you guys think?
It's the thing about the Champions League is like once you get past the group stages and the knockout stages, at that game, at that stage rather, it becomes like anybody's game. It's just like it's game by game at that point. It's game by game. Like you can say tactics are exemplified, or they either go out the window and just say go for the game in it. You progress. But who knows? The nature of football is crazy. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
every year we get a bit of a shock. I mean, we almost got one last season with the PSG and Atalanta game.
We're going with Lyon versus Manchester City as well.
Yeah,
as
Lyon versus
well.
City
So
as well.
every year seems like we get those shocks. And hey, Chelsea, I wouldn't be surprised if we got really far this year. I honestly wouldn't. Maybe I'm being.
Further than last year. So I mean, last year was just embarrassing, man.
You want to know what percentage I give us?
Go on.
Takes a big goal.
40%. That's what I'm saying. Because
40.
every top team in the world, apart from Bayern Munich right now, it's kind of shit. Like compared to their previous expectations. Manchester City have been good in the group stages, but we all predicted that because they typically do well. It's in the knockout stages where Pep Guardiola overthinks it, tries a new tactic, it doesn't work. PSG have not looked like the same team that they were last season. Granted, they did win 3-1 against United today. Barca are washed. Juve are washed. Real are washed. I mean, we have a legit chance at winning it. And Liverpool are injury prone, and they're missing arguably their best player. For me, their best player for the entire season. So I'm saying 40.
A TikTok trend just went through my head when Pav said, "We have a genuine chance at winning it." Oh no. Oh no! Oh no!
No. But we could
listen. Like 17-0.
Listen, it's Chelsea for fuck's sakes. We could lose. Listen, we can lose to Shakhtar Donetsk for all I fucking know. But
to be fair,
we have a 40% chance.
Anybody loses to Shakhtar. It's not a bad thing if you lose to Shakhtar these days. Apparently.
Hey, listen. You don't have to tell me. I was up fucking. Let's fucking go. But here's the thing as well. The style of football we play. A lot of teams are going to come on to us. Our defense is solid enough, I think, to where we can withstand that storm. Mm-hmm. And then, if the attack is clicking, if we have that luck that we've had all season, I could see a couple upsets. I could see a couple upsets. And listen, we are the masters of fuckery. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, Sevilla's goalkeeper got injured like right before the game. We have had some of the luckiest breaks this season.
Krasnodar, by the way.
Krasnodar had 8 players out. Rennes, that bullshit decision where we got our second penalty. Listen, we are the masters of fuckery, and that is what you need to win a Champions League. I'm saying 40%. And if we win it at the end of the season, I'm a fucking genius.
It would be so Chelsea, man.
Just to answer the question, it's Krasnodar. Not long ago, we beat them 4-0, so that was away from home.
It would be the most Chelsea thing if we flipping win the Champions League, win the Premier League, win the FA Cup, win the flipping World Cup.
I have a feeling we can.
It would just be so Chelsea, man.
Again, we just hit teams on the break the entire time. Who gives a fuck?
In it, and we play our football's doo-doo, and we still win everything.
Exactly like 2012. Exactly like 2012.
Exactly, man.
Timo
Bayraktar.
He has spammed the chat, to be fair, and he's just saying thoughts on Olivier Giroud. Well, my friend, if you weren't here from the beginning of the live stream, it's a bit peak. But you know what? Because today's a good day, we will mention once again, Olivier Giroud is the most underappreciated striker in the world. Vidon Espinel in the building. What's good, my friend? Yeah, listen.
Timo, be more specific next time as well. Thoughts on Olivier Giroud? I listen. Apparently, he parties hard. Good guy. Be more specific next time.
I think he was late to his tax.
I think if you want to advance from his question,
which significant footballer isn't, man?
Pav, if you want to advance from his question, does Olivier Giroud start against a very nitty-gritty Leeds side on Saturday evening?
Yes. Here's the thing. Who are our other two options? Timo Werner and Tammy Abraham. Now, here's the thing. Tammy, I think, is a fantastic option off the bench if we need a goal, if we just need him to put the ball in the net and finish a chance.
No problem.
In terms of hold-up play, for a 6'5" guy, I mean, I would expect better of him. As for Timo Werner, he either starts up top. He either starts up top or he starts on the wing. And listen, the last 2 games he was poor. And again, here's the thing. He needs chances. And I'm not talking 1 or 2. I'm talking 4 or 5. We're not going to give those chances to him. So for me, Giroud starts up top. And here's the important thing as well. Tammy Abraham and Timo Werner have been playing alongside each other for a while now. Noah specifically has mentioned quite a while ago, and even recently. Timo Werner played alongside Yusuf Poulsen at Red Bull Leipzig. Who do we have in that squad that is most similar to him? Giroud.
Olivier. That would be a decent, just thinking about it, man. Like,
that could work.
Long ball comes in, lands on Giroud's head top or his chest. Boom. Sets off Timo Werner.
Yep.
I see it, bro. I see it.
So it's either you start Timo on the left and Giroud up top, and you do that.
If that works, what happens to the likes of Christian Pulisic?
That's the issue. That's the issue. I think
that's the problem.
Or do we play 2 up top?
But then what are we going to play midfield? Right? Is it going to be Conte Kovacic? Frank's not going to drop Mount. Mount is his main guy. We got to remember that.
Mount's definitely going to play, not only because he's Frank's guy, but I think for one,
he's been good.
He's been
very impressive. And the one thing that he does really good that we talk about a lot is his pressing, and his pressing has been fantastic as of late. And against the Leeds side, who come nitty gritty from Yorkshire, we all know about Yorkshire. All right, they are coming in strong. So yeah, Mount is the exact type of guy you need there. So what if you go like this might sound daft, but like a Kante Mount Ziyech Pulisic, and then Werner Giroud up top.
I know you guys are gonna hate me when I say this. You guys are gonna fucking hate me when I say this. But considering the way we play and the personnel issues that we have, because listen, it's a good problem to have a lot of good players in your squad. It's a bad problem if you don't know how you want to utilize them. So considering the fact that, again, me personally, from what I've observed and from the way that I've seen us break teams down, I did a thread on Twitter where I, listed all of our goals this season and, broke them down and tried to see like which one was from a cross, which one was from, counterattack, which one was from great build-up play. 3 out of 38 were good build-up play. The rest were counterattacks or crosses. I think the way that
shit, man, fuck Let me just quit that statistic, bro.
No, bro. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised in this slightest that this man does this stuff. I am not surprised.
They call him Pavinator because he's like a machine.
He has bro.
It takes 10 minutes.
It's not surprising that Pav has this. Like, I'm not surprised at all.
The things that an 8-pack of Red Bull does to you. But anyways, again, the way that we break down teams, the way that we find a breakthrough is through counterattacks.
Yeah. I
don't start Christian Pulisic this weekend. I start Timo Werner on the left, Giroud up top, Ziyech on the right. Ziyech to cross for Giroud. Giroud to either finish, because he is a better finisher than he was at Arsenal. He's not as good of a target man as he was at Arsenal, but he's a better finisher than he was at Arsenal.
That chip was delightful. I was in the show.
I was literally going to say, look at his goals today.
We haven't seen anything like that from Giroud at Arsenal.
No, we haven't. We haven't.
Actually, the scorpion kick. But still.
Okay, that was
still.
But
he's a better finisher than he was at Arsenal. He's not as good of a hold-up guy, but he can still hold it up very well. So you have Ziyech crossing it in, as well as Reece James as well. We got to remember that.
Yep.
And you have Chilwell and Timo Werner, two players who can finish quite well for their positions. Timo Werner especially.
Yeah.
Who can feed off the service that Giroud can give them. And then you have, most likely, Conte, Mount, Kovacic. The three of them can hold the midfield down and just sort of block off Leeds. Because I think Leeds counter more than people say that. I think Leeds counter more than people say that they do, and Tottenham do as well. And that Kovacic, Conte, Mount midfield lock down that Tottenham side quite well. So it's very possible they can do the exact same thing. So for me, it's the same back five as always. Conte at the base. I know I don't like it, but it's worked so far. So I'll oblige it. But Kovacic, Mount, Werner on the left, Giroud up top, Ziyech on the right. That's what I say.
Before I touch on Adam's comment, which Adam's on fire, by the way, tonight with the comments. Fantastic. If you don't know Adam, go follow him as the 8 on TikTok.
I'm going to get another one.
Features. Go get another one. Just wanted to let everyone know, I will
nice
be
tea, by the way.
at the Chelsea Leeds game. Nice. Outside the stadium. I wasn't one of the lucky 2,000 people to grab a ticket, but your boy will be there making content outside the stadium. So you can expect something spectacular either on Saturday night or Sunday morning, whenever I release it. But I'm going to tell you now, the Viper vlogs are here. Alhamdulillah, they're here. They're here to stay also. Let's go. Following up with Pav said and his little prediction of the lineup or how he wants it. Adam saying how are we actually in a position where we have too many good players to fit in an 11. Groundbreaking. And I want to take that word groundbreaking and I want to touch on that. Could we be in a situation in 4 months' time as this squad continually develops and you look at today's squad in a very, very meaningful and tough game, by the way, away in Spain against a Sevilla side that we know can play. Chelsea go with their B team, as you can maybe call it, to some extent, and pull off a 4-0 victory and a very good one. And then we play our A team against the Tottenham side like we did, and we still performed good, didn't get the result, obviously, Jose Mourinho tactics. Could we be in a 4 months' time where we basically have two squads? We can play whatever we want. You can't really get mad at anything.
Squad depth. And I've been saying this since, like, the start of the season. Like, I thought that we had a pretty decent squad anyway, and then we spent 900 billion gazillion pounds on, like, all these young dudes from Europe. To just come in and add sauce to the mixture. Like, we've got a great squad, and like a squad that's full of like I was saying earlier, on paper, like our squad is brilliant. Like, considering like the left backs that we have, okay, Marcus Alonso and Emerson haven't been doing well, but on paper, Emerson was very good today.
Emerson is a good left back. He's a
very good
backup.
Emerson was actually my choice over Alonso, I think. I think I used to say that.
He's a better left back than Alonso, but Noah continue.
Yeah, what I was saying is Emerson and Alonso. Emerson on paper is a very good left back. Marcus Alonso, aka the destroyer of Spurs. I wouldn't have like been opposed if he started against Spurs just for like the memes.
I want to make a very edgy joke, but I won't.
Go for it. Listen, you're not
destroyer of cars as well. If
I knew it. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. I knew it. I knew it.
That's why I said I didn't want to say it, but that's the first thing that came into my mind. It's the same.
I knew you were gonna go there, man.
For ethical, for just for the right reasons. I've not done this in a while, but after that joke, Pav, you're sacked.
Man, you should have just said, just say it to me afterwards. That's it. Just save it for the chat.
Go on.
Well, we have.
Hey, listen. What he did was wrong. He deserved harsher action for sure. He made a mistake, and I hope that till today he's still working to rectify that mistake. Just being serious. I love myself some dark humor, but just to be serious, just to save this guy over here, or this guy, or both these guys from losing some sort of brand deal in the future, Marcos Alonso did a very bad thing. He deserved to face jail time, and I hope that till today he's still trying to rectify his mistake. Continue, gentlemen.
Amen.
Brand deal. Make sure you watch the whole thing.
In
Okay?
it. Watch the
Watch the
thing, man.
whole thing.
Watch the thing. But Marcus Alonso's off-field antics aside, he is a very good player when played in the right position and when he's not, storming to buses at halftime and refusing to comply with the rest of his teammates. But we have a great squad, and our midfield is packed with talent. Golo Kante, Kai Havertz, Mateo Kovacic, Jorginho, Mason Mount, Ross Barkley and Rubens Loftus-Cheek. Yeah, okay. Billy Goatmore. You know what I mean? We have a stacked midfield, and the forwards, the gunman from Leipzig. We have the flipping Wizard of Amsterdam. We've got the sexiest man in France. Our squad is beautiful.
Star Boys on Star Boys. Hey, also, what was his name? What was his name? Bell. He scored 4 goals, I think, in his latest youth game. He got guys coming through.
Oh yeah, I saw some highlights.
Suna Bell scored 4 goals in his last.
He is a baller, honestly. He's coming off the bench.
Mboyamba as well. I like him. I wanted to get him in the game time.
Oh my gosh!
In the game time, I wanted to get
Tino Andrin, Mboyamba,
Armando Broja as well.
Armando Broja. He's doing bits in Vitesse. We've got guys. And I was so happy.
Listen, we're always in those positions where we have guys. Sorry if my sound is. So I found a new thing to play.
No, you're good. You're good. Just keep it at wherever you're at right now.
Okay, cool. I keep messing about with it. I've noticed. But what was
doesn't make a difference. You're good.
It's mad because over the years we've always had those players that we always know of our youth academy coming up, and we always see what they can do. I really pray, and it's kind of proven thus far, obviously with Lampard and obviously the transfer ban that we did have prior to last season. I hope we make the most out of these, the depth that we do have and the youngsters coming up. And I hope it's. Listen, Adam said it best. Could we be the new class of 2020, but at the most depth anyone's ever seen in a squad and the most togetherness in a team? I can't believe we're talking like this after one of the weirdest starts of the season.
You know what I say? There was that previous question. What are our chances of winning the Champions League? After talking about our depth, 50.
Let's go.
I just cracked the thing open.
Because history repeats itself. 16-17, Real Madrid. Their best team in that three-peat run. Why was that the best team? Because in every game that wasn't deemed the biggest match, that wasn't deemed necessary for their best players to play, what did Zinedine Zidane do? He employed a B team. Yeah. And that was to save up guys like Ronaldo, Modric, Kroos.
Hold on. I'm going to put you off for a split second there, Pav. Are you amplifying the fact that we could do the Premier League and Champions League double?
No. What I'm saying is
too far. One at a time.
We gotta throw those questions in. We got to throw it in the hat. Throw it in the hat.
Yeah, but too far of a stretch. But what I'm saying is the COVID crisis, the fact that schedules are so condensed now, the fact that so many teams are lacking the same squad depth that we do, and the fact that we're able to sort of prioritize games while not really feeling the brunt of those decisions because we have such good depth. It's something that has been employed before and has worked and could be utilized now and could very well work in the same fashion alongside, again, just the fuckery in terms of our squad and the way that we play. It could be beneficial against bigger teams, and we could see ourselves beating those bigger teams in terms of the way that our defense has been much more solidified. All of those factors coming together, we have a chance. We have a realistic chance. And that's why I'm saying that. And I think the whole squad depth argument is a big part. I understand there's still 5 subs in the Champions League. There's no 5 subs that people can put on apart from Bayern.
Yeah, I really don't think you need to go far into those arguments, because us as Chelsea fans can easily bring up 2012, and not only because it's our only Champions League victory, but
2012 was a miracle, though. Miracle.
No, but that's what I'm saying. What a year! You know, In terms of the way we pulled that off, not only the Champions League final and the semi-final, but the Napoli. I remember watching the first leg of the Napoli game thinking, God, I genuinely pray that we do it, but I think this is another wasted Champions League year, And somehow the day my little brother was born, I didn't even get to watch the game. I had to go to
Wait, it was the day that your little brother was born.
The day my little brother was born, we beat Napoli 4-1 at Stamford Bridge.
You're old, bro. That's weird. I didn't see that.
I could not watch the game.
I did.
I had to ignore all signs of the game. Wherever I was going to the hospital, I didn't want to see nothing. So my little brother came back home, switched on Sky Sports, and I was waiting for the line, to come through. UEFA Champions League scores, and then I just see 4-1. I was like, 4-1.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Bro, the exact same thing happened with me versus Atletico when we won 2-1. That Batshuayi 90th minute winner. I was on some retreat. I was in the middle of nowhere. You know what it is. It's Canada.
One of my best games is, and then another Champions League game is the PSG one when Demba Ba scored that last minute goal.
Yeah,
honestly, I remember that game. Oh my gosh, man! I remember running around my room screaming, Demba! Demba! My dad came down. I was like, shut up. I'm like, Demba scored, Dad! Don't leave me alone. I was so gassed.
Fearless goal and then Bar's goal. Oh, listen, we're dreaming at this point. We really are dreaming, and who knows?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
But listen, Adam said the treble, so who knows?
No, we're winning the World Cup, mate.
Adam knows all. But listen, when I say 50-50, I mean it could go just as well as it does bad. This is not a team that is flawless. I think one thing that I'm a little bit concerned about is our attacking players, I think we can say are doing well. But do they have that understanding of each other where they don't even have to say anything and they know where the other guy's going to be? Yeah. I think that's an issue that will come with time. But we're still susceptible in that way. And here's a question as well. If we concede the first goal, what happens then? Do we just cross it in for 90 minutes? Do we just...
talking about conceding, though, big up Edouard. I mean, he barely did anything, but another flipping clean sheet.
Big Ed.
I don't even know. Like, it feels a bit surreal. I was thinking that while I was watching the game, like, another clean sheet? Wow. This is normal. This is normality. Yeah. It's crazy.
I mean, somebody said it, like, Edouard Mendy is like, he's not like an average goalkeeper, but he's doing, what goalkeepers should be doing. And people are like, I love the way that Chelsea fans are getting gassed that a goalkeeper is just doing what a goalkeeper should be doing. It just goes to show how starved we were the past recent years. I remember when he caught a ball against Tottenham in his debut, I went flipping mental. I was like, yeah!
And surprisingly enough, Kepa improved his box management last season. So even though he did that, Mendy's still doing that. It's still like
honestly, man, I was so happy. Like when he made that save as well, I was like, "Oh my gosh, yes!"
He's actually.
It just goes to show how starved
he's genuinely very good. From what he's had to do so far, he's very good. I'll use this as the last question off the canvas box. What do we do now with Giroud versus Tammy? For me, it's simple. We go off form. We go off, especially with Leeds being.
I've noticed Frank does that as well.
I say Giroud easy for me.
Giroud, Leeds, we play him.
It's gonna be a physical game. We know flipping Bielsa ball is like the most
brutal. It's brutal on you. It's
ragged ways of playing football ever. You're going to die. You're gonna go home. You're gonna probably leave the game on crutches. And
it's intense. It's beautiful. It's brutal. It's everything.
We need like the biggest, strongest bulk. Like I'm just imagining. Like Giroud against those lead defenders is gonna be mouth-watering. The clash of physicality, the raw strength.
I want to see Ziyech. I want to see how Ziyech deals with it.
Yeah, I mean these games are like
interesting.
The games that like against like lower oppositions is where I think that you truly, for a player coming into Chelsea, you truly meet your like. It's a true like example of English football. Like Burnley, for example, we joke that Burnley are just a bunch of 11 guys they pulled out of a pure gym in Burnley, but it's a very physical game, a physical matchup. Yes, but like Thiago Silva's never played against flipping the likes of Burnley before. He's used to playing against. I mean, arguably, yes,
We're
they
in his
played the
first game.
He'll be
We're in his
fine. He'll be
When
fine.
his first game, man was like against Brighton. I was like, these defenders are very big. Like, whoa, he sounds shook.
He's also playing against Lewis Dunk, though, who's like a
Lewis
goal-
Dunk is
His-
6'6", so
he-
that's
He's like an Irish Easter Island statue. That guy, but
yeah, he is 6'6" and
Yeah.
very strong.
But,
he wasn't.
one question I want to ask, if we're wrapping everything up, one quick question I want to ask: what happens with Havertz on the weekend? Because does he start? Does he still come off the bench just because he's
That
getting
is true.
used to everything?
I
Because I didn't mention him in my lineup. So what happens? 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm worried that he'll flop under Frank.
I'm
worried about that.
I don't see that happening. I think with the Rona fixtures, I wouldn't be mad either way, but I think the smart decision would be not to start him and give him game time from like the 70th minute onwards. Just because Mount is on form, the team's on form, and it's gelled very well. Let Havertz work his way back in. I think.
And plus, after I was just going to say, after that we have Krasnodar again.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, just literally throw all the flipping under 17 against Krasnodar for all I care.
Yeah,
all the guys
start him down the middle as well. I hate fucking seeing him out wide. Start him down the middle.
Yeah, of course.
Play him as an attack midfielder, or play him as a false nine, or play him as nothing at all. That's what I say. Unfortunately, though, our track record with record signings isn't very good. First it was Torres, then it was Morata, then it was Kepa, now it's Havertz. So the odds are stacked against this poor guy.
I don't see the same. I don't see the same with Havertz. I really don't. I've seen good things of him, and
I've seen good things.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is the odds are stacked against him, and it feels like Frank signed him without knowing really where he wants him to play, which is an issue for me. But time will tell. Time will tell.
Exactly. The guy hasn't spent 6 months at English football yet. I mean,
he's barely played as well. He's barely he's played a couple games, so we'll give him time. But
come back this time next year and we'll see.
Yeah, I do want an idea of how he plays and where.
I'll while I'm at the bridge on Saturday, I'll go over to Frank. I'll break into the stadium and I'll be like, Frank, what's the idea with Havertz? Because big Pavinator needs to know so we can get the numbers out.
He'll be like, fuck, what the fuck does that guy want again? Like, come on. He's got to leave me alone now.
Pav watches your Pav, like Frank
watches this shit as well. Like
he watches Viper Sport and the Blue Opinion. Like,
wait, he was the Blue Falcon. That's Frank Lampard.
Yeah, that was Frank. That was Frank. He was chatting shit.
He was back to the game, and mid game he was. That's why he was like.
Yeah, he has a secret burner phone in his pocket. All right, what are these pricks saying about me now? You just a burner phone. Half time is scrolling through TikTok. Say, all right, what's Pav said about me this time?
Frank. Frank. No. The whole Havertz thing. Listen, it was a mistake. Okay, like listen. No. Mount deserves to start. Okay, like. Bro, I'm in the middle of a fucking show. Just give me a fucking break already. Okay. I'll call you back later. See you.
The scenes.
Oh my God. Hey, listen, that's definitely the goal. Hopefully we'll have Frankie Lampard on one day in the future, God willing. But for now, we love him and we love Chelsea, and we're very excited after a fantastic victory from the boys today. 4-0. We advance to the Champions League knockout stages as group winners. 4 wins in a row. Undefeated in 12. Undefeated in 15 if you don't want to count the Tottenham penalty shootout.
We ain't counting that, man.
It's feeling fun right now. It's definitely feeling fun. We look forward to Leeds. Like I said, boys, at the Saturday late night or Sunday morning, you will get a Chelsea Viper Vlogs versus Leeds. Chelsea versus Leeds Viper Vlogs. It's going to be crazy. So make sure...
Are you actually going to the bridge?
Yeah, I'm not watching the game, but we're gonna go. We're gonna make some content with the Blue Fans TV guys and for the channel. And we're gonna make some fun content. If you like anything like the Dobricks or Logan, you're gonna like this football version. It's gonna be crazy. But make sure to tune in. Make sure to follow Nuno the Man, Big Pav on TikTok, on Instagram, Blue Opinion, and Nuno the Man on YouTube. Appreciate you, my guys, as always, and we'll catch you guys very shortly. Peace out, guys.